Subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get all the latest updates. One of the biggest fallouts of the coronavirus pandemic has been on our education system, even as restrictions have now been relaxed, allowing schools some optional flexibility. For most part, classes remain online, but schools are charging full fees. School principals and school management have defended this decision, saying that teaching and non-teaching staff needs to be paid, and also schools have to be ready for a post-pandemic era. But parents are furious. In many cases, they are saying that there's a lack of transparency in what's being charged and why. Remember that we're looking at a situation where some surveys suggest that 21 million salaried Indians have lost their jobs. And now shocking stories are surfacing of parents who are unable to pay fees and have found their children removed from online classes, removed from school WhatsApp groups. Shining a light on what's happening in our schools today, and protests have taken place outside one of the most prestigious schools in the national capital today. We're joined by a very special panel today. We're joined by Aditi Mishra. She's the principal and director at the Delhi Public School in Gurugram. We're also joined by two parents. We're joined by Shipra Thukral and we're joined by Faizan. Both of them are going to share their personal experiences of what has happened with them and their children. But I'll start with you, Aditi Mishra, ma'am, if I may. Why are schools charging full fees at a time when classes are fully online? Let's first talk about that. And there is a clear advisory from governments that children should not be removed from schools at this time because parents can't afford to pay the fees. So how is your school handling this?
So it's a difficult time. It's an unusual time for the entire country. The government has not given any real clear directive. So there are different states saying different things. As a school, what we did, I can only talk about what we did in Gurgaon, was we have not hiked the fee this year at all. We've stuck to the last year's fee. We've not taken an annual fee so far. There is no last date to pay. Like normally for the first quarter, we would say by the 10th of April, the fee for April, May and June must come. We've not done that. There is no late fee, whether a parent pays in June or July or even in September, some people are paying. There is no way that we are going to indicate this to the child that your parents has not paid the fee and therefore he or she must feel small. There have been no reminders from school. But let me also defend the school in one way, that the only source of income for the school is the fee. If we do not get the fee, we cannot pay salaries. It's as simple as that. It's very mathematical. And having said that, let's throw out people. We can't throw out people who've been with the school for decades now. And as a teacher, I can say teachers today are working much harder in terms of adapting to the new normal and creating content online for the children to not fall into the gap of.
But ma'am, before I get the parents' perspective, can you explain why schools are charging full fees? And all the parents I've spoken to want the teachers to be paid, but they want to know why they are being made to pay for other activities that are not taking place.
Okay, so again, I will tell you from my perspective, we did not charge the special activity fee. We have not charged meal fees for the smaller classes. We are not charging a bus fee because logically, what is not being used should not be charged. But as far as fees is concerned, the fee is for academic content. Academic content comes from the teacher. It's almost mathematical. The entire fee comes and from that go the teacher's salaries. That's it. The annual fee pays for things like maintenance, electricity, infrastructure, all those development charges, which I think most schools have either deferred for now because, in terms of usage, some schools are still using. We still have our people, who are working, who are, they are in the school, though the school is not working. The schools are being cleaned even now. The labs are being maintained because if you don't maintain your lab, they'll be rusting everywhere. How will our children use it whenever they come back to school, whether in September or October?
Okay.
So, my only appeal to the parents, wherever they are, is that understand the school's perspective. This is the only way they can pay their teachers. If the fee doesn't come, teachers don't get paid.
Okay, now you have laid out the principal or the management perspective. Let us now bring in three parents. I'll go first to Shipra Thukral. There were protests that took place outside a Delhi public school in the national capital today. Not your branch, ma'am, but another branch here in Delhi. Shipra, can you please tell us your story? What is the difficulty your family has faced in paying the fees? And what you told us was that your daughters are not able to access the school at all. They've in fact been removed. Can you tell us what happened?
Yes. Barkha, actually, I have two daughters. Both are studying in DPS Mathura Road, and one is in prep, and the other one is in fourth standard. And due to this pandemic situation, we are going through a major financial crisis, wherein we have faced some medical issues in my family. I lost my mother-in-law due to COVID, and we have incurred a huge amount on the medical expenses during this corona period. And now, since my husband, he has a seasonal business, and the income is from the business is almost nil, and we aren't earning anything. So it was when we started receiving reminders from the school teachers that you have to pay the school fee. So I requested them, ma'am, please give us some time, because we are not in a position to pay the fee. Please give us some time. And then they said, you please speak to the school authorities. The principal is not ready to talk to us. We have written the mail. There is no response on the mail either. And
so what
today
happened?
We held a
what
yes,
happened?
Finally,
Have your daughters been removed from the school?
Yes, they have been removed from the online classes, and now they have no access to the education, as well as they have been removed from the WhatsApp groups which the teachers had made, so that they can't access any kind of education in any way. And they have their exams starting from the 14th of September in another 5 or 6 days. And since they don't have access to the education, so how would they appear for the exams?
So you're actually saying that your daughters have been removed from the online classes because you could not afford to pay the fees, because you and your husband are going through financial hardship at the moment.
Yes, and I specifically spoke to the teacher. I mentioned, ma'am, there's a government order which states that you cannot deny the child an online education just on the basis of non-payment of fee. And they have their exams. So how can you deny this right to them? They have the right to education. So she said, please don't tell this to me. I don't want to hear all this. If you have anything to say, just talk to the school authorities. And when I called up the school accounts department, their phone number is continuously busy. And today we went to the school, we held a lot of parents gathered there and went there. And we specifically asked the guard to allow us to meet the principal. But nobody came out and responded.
Before I get Aditi Mishra to respond to this, how many such parents do you know, Shipra, whose children have been removed from the online classes or from the school?
See, right now, we don't know the exact figures, because a lot of parents have not come out in the front. But the clear picture, only the principal can give.
So let me take this to Aditi Mishra, if I can. Ma'am, do you justify children being removed from the online classes because their parents cannot afford to pay the fee? At least in Delhi, there is a very clear advisory from the Delhi government that this is simply not permissible.
So that's what I'm saying, that every state is dealing with it differently. And that is a tragedy. Because in Haryana, it has been said that you can block the child if the fee doesn't come up. I have not been able to do it because it just goes against my grain. I don't know. I mean, I'm fortunate that I have a management that supports. So I have managed to say that, the fees will come. Don't worry, it will come. Maybe not now, maybe late, maybe very late. I don't know. But how can I move a child from the class just because they've not been able to pay? Having said that, please parents don't mind when I say this, I'm saying it with all humility, and I'm giving you feedback which I have received. Mm-hmm. Three scenarios here. There are some parents who are just sitting on the fence. Both parents are working, both getting full salaries. But they think we're just waiting to see, let's see what order comes now. They've not paid.
Are you saying that you believe that parents can afford to pay the fee and they haven't?
Not all. There is a percentage, and I've got this straight from some parents. Okay, in another school where I'm a director in another city, which I don't wish to name, I was told that if we offer some kind of a discount, some schools are offering a discount to pay the entire year's fees. I said, how does that work? So that school principal of the other city said, but when we offered the 10% discount, there were 537 parents who came and paid the entire year's fees, which means they were not lacking in money.
But ma'am, are you saying that you don't believe people when they say they're going through economic hardship? Like I just read out the figure.
I believe.
21 million salaried Indians have lost their jobs.
I believe in that, Barkha. I'm not saying that I don't believe, but there is a percentage that is getting the full salary, but not paying because they are hopeful that they will get some respite from the fees, perhaps. Having said that, why put your child in a private school if they find, because I'm hearing a lot of very nasty things about, school mafia, and these words really hurt an academic like me who's been with school for 35 years now. We are not here as mafia, we're not here as business people, but unfortunately there has been a niche created of a school which is independent of government control.
Before I get Deepak to come in with his story, Aditi Mishra, do you believe, because you say personally you're unable to do it, do you believe it's morally correct? I'm not asking you a legal question now. Do you believe it's morally correct to block children from online classes if their parents cannot afford to pay the fee?
No, I don't think it's right.
Well, thank you for that, because I think that is what we want to hear as a community from our education. Shipra, aap bataiye, you heard what the principal said, that parents are sometimes just looking for a discount. They're being able to pay, but they're not paying. How would you respond to that? Deepak, we can't hear you. You need to fix your audio. And then
Ma'am, maybe there is some percentage of parents who can actually afford, but they see right now the concern is, like in our school, the tuition fee is pretty high. In the month of April, May and June, the tuition fee itself was 9,600, 9,700 per month, which I suppose, and in fact, all the parents feel that during the period of lockdown is too much for parents to afford. I'm not talking about the parents who can, pay the fee.
Yeah.
But if we talk in general, and later on in the month of August, the fee was hiked to 15,609 rupees. Then in the month of September, it's almost like 12,500. Because for the month of August, they have included some of the annual charges also, which is against the laws that have been passed by the government.
Can you share your story? Why are you not able to pay the fee? What do you and your husband do? And what has been the loss of income to you?
Yes.
We know a little more about it.
My husband is into a seasonal business. He's into advertising, that is the calendar business, which works around Diwali and New Year. And since there is no customer from outside Delhi this year, so the manufacturers are hardly...
so how much is your income down by? How much is your income, your family income down by?
We are hardly earning 100, 200 rupees a day.
And the school fee that you have to pay, and you've not been able to pay for how long now? How long have you not paid the school fee?
Since April.
You haven't paid since April?
No, we haven't paid since April. My mother-in-law, she died due to corona, and the hospital expenditure was so much that we had to actually borrow money from the market to pay for her hospital bills. And even my husband, he came across some major health issues. We had to incur expenses on that too. So all of a sudden, so much financial pressure on our family, and the business is not earning anything. We are under so much mental trauma right now. And my kids, my elder daughter says, Mama, what will happen to my exams? Then how will I get promoted to a higher class? What will happen to my future?
So your children have been blocked from the online classes, but they've not been removed from the school. I just want to get the legal position correct.
Yes, my kids, the DPS people are using Microsoft Teams for online classes, and they have been denied all the access to Microsoft Teams. Apart from that, the teachers had created a respective WhatsApp group for all the sections separately, wherein the teachers have the admin rights. So from those groups also, both of my daughters have been removed so that we don't get...
And how old are your daughters? How old are your daughters?
One is 9 years old, which she's in the 4th standard, and the other one is 4.5 years in the prep standard.
And how have you, and what have you told them? Have you told them that we can't afford to pay the fees and this is what is, because they're young children, you must be, what have you told them?
I have written an email to the school stating...
No, what have you told your daughters? What have you told your daughters? Why are they not
I have straight away told them that we are not in a position to pay your fees. That is why the school has stopped giving you the online classes. So we are trying to fix it out and we are trying to arrange the monies.
Okay. Okay, so very difficult situation, Aditi. I'm sure you'd agree. I'm going to make a last attempt, Deepak, if you can hear us and if we can hear you this time. आप please बताइए, आपने protest join किया, किस मकसद से ये protest join किया, and what do you want people to understand? ये protest का aim क्या है? आप लोगों को क्या बताना चाहते हैं, Deepak?
Ma'am, just we want to make it clear that हम लोग जो हैं स्कूल से देखें, हम अगर से या नर्सरी से बच्चा जुड़ता है, 12 years is a part of life which is school is crossed. Okay. तो just as देखिए स्कूल अथॉरिटी हर साल कुछ ना कुछ चेंजेस करती हैं, कोई इश्यूज नहीं होते, सब उसको ज्वाइन करते रहे हैं, and it has the whole world in our is in a typical situation. Business sectors is going down, salaries person are not able to receive, लोग person are not able to receive their even a job, even the jobs deduction center is very much. So just I want to clear it. It is not a pressure, but I just want to clear the authorities कि जो parents के साथ बिल्कुल नहीं है, they should listen them. They should listen them, as they didn't want to enter the parents who were protesting today. They were not allowed to enter inside the school. I think they should, 1 or 2 parents should be allowed, that there is a typical position with this parent whose name you are deducting from the class. This is not a good situation, because a customer is a god. As a business circle we go, customer is a god. We are customer for the school, and we are god, and we are school is also god for us, because we are sending our students over there where we can. एक कहते हैं शिक्षा, सर मैम आपने सुना है, शिक्षा से ही सब कुछ है. तो शिक्षा है, शिक्षा कहाँ से मिलती है? सरस्वती माता से. हम तो स्कूल को सरस्वती माता मान रहे हैं, और स्कूल उसको धिक्कार रहा है, उन बच्चों को गिरा रहा है. आज हम अपने ऑफिस के अंदर अपने स्टाफ को कैसे कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं, शॉप्सकीपर कैसे, मॉल्स कैसे, आप देखिए होल द इकोनॉमी यू विल गो, देयर इज अ जीडीपी ऑफ माइनस मैम. एंड सो द स्कूल शुड स्टडी from where you have earned from last 50 years with a good image of DPS in whole the world. It's a good image, and they should have taken some minor modern school. They have not taken a hike in the fees. It's also comparatively to DPS Mathura Road. Okay. So I will just request to the authorities, each and every, please understand the situation at this time when it is a pandemic situation. Forcefully the parents are paying. Plus, please understand their situation, they who are not able to pay. Please study their data. What is the data? With if the you are receiving fees of 50%, 60% or 70%, out of this, how many parents are able to pay easily? How many parents are not able to pay easily? So that's the situation. This is not a protest. We will say this is a request to the school authorities. Please, इसको समझिए. As the government, state government has also given the orders. मनीष सिसोदिया जी एंड केजरीवाल जी, मैं मानता हूं कि मैम वो आगे नहीं आ रहे हैं, पिक्चर पे नहीं आगे आ रहे हैं, तो निखिल कहीं ना कहीं अगर कुछ होगा तो उनके तक भी आवाज जाएगी. अगर वो आम आदमी है तो कुछ ना कुछ आएगी.
Okay, let me give the last word to Aditi Mishra in this. Aditi Mishra, these are painful stories to hear, especially from Shipra, whose daughters are so young, whose mother-in-law has died from corona, who says their income is down to 100, 200 rupees a day. Now, you've shown some skepticism that parents are not willing to spend on education, they're cutting corners, but there are many people with genuine grievances, and you've just heard some very moving stories. What would be your last comment?
It's a very difficult situation. I began with that. It's a tough call. Now, as a school, I'm appealing to the parents across that, a private school can't function without fees. And the other set of parents who have paid the fees are, by the way, constantly asking what is being done about the fee defaulters. I have no answer to give them. I ignore those mails and I just write them. I say, just relax. Everything will work out. My like Mr. Deepak just said, that parents who have been attached to the school for 5 years, 6 years, 10 years have invested themselves into the school. I'm not talking about money. I don't like to use the word customer and
Yeah.
business house. It's not.
Yeah.
It's a very, very sacred bond. That sacred bond cannot be subverted by just removing children from class. I think if parents appeal to the school that don't remove the children, we will pay the fees. If not now, by December, by January, by some time. I think some kind of an impasse, that impasse which has been created would be bridged, and schools would also listen. But I know I can talk about the city of Gurgaon. Nobody's name has been cut off, possibly because everybody sat together and we discussed and we said,
and how many cases did you have where parents did not pay the full fees?
Out of 6,000 children that I have, about 127, 28 have not paid, and some of them for very genuine reasons. But then I don't know how to measure genuine and not genuine. I mean, fees is fees. It has to.
But you haven't removed a single child.
No.
Good for you. Good for you. I think the emphasis that you're driving home is the need for communication. And I think that's what Deepak is saying. There has to be communication between school management, school principal, and parents of children. No one does not want our teachers to be paid. Teachers have had to readapt to extremely difficult times. They've had to almost relearn methods and instruments of teaching. So I think we all appreciate that. But Aditi Mishra, I think your school is leading the way in what should be the ideal model. And it's, in the middle of all of this hardship, to see parents protesting out at the gates of a school, which they're not being allowed inside, is a very, very terrible sight. We leave it there. Thank you so much to parents and teachers. We're going to keep doing a program on this every day because I think this is something that needs solving and needs addressing. Thank you, Deepak, Shipra, and Aditi Mishra. Thank you to all of you for watching.
Thanks everyone.